What happens when an NFL franchise has to declare for bankruptcy only 2 months before the season begins, which forced the franchise to relocate across season, having all current players opt out of their contracts, and having even below average NFL players reject contracts? Your only option is to go out and sign a bunch of players that no other NFL team want anything to do with. Welcome to the Rejects Madden 19 Franchise Series. Week number 3, and it's the last game of a 3-game home stretch here in Dublin as we play host to the undefeated division rival Indianapolis Colts, who are 2-0 on the year. We're also somehow, someway 2-0 on the year. So in today's episode, somebody's going to come out of week 3 with their first L of the season. Hopefully, it's not your Mark Herzlich-led Dublin Shamrocks. And for the last time in this series to quit annoying you guys, I am going to plug my Twitch one last time. We're going to start that journey here sometime soon, probably later this month. You can go ahead and follow me if you want to. Link in the description box below. Simply it's just twitch.tv/RBTofficial. But if you guys did miss it last week, we did get a pretty comfortable win over the Chicago Bears, 28-17. We've allowed 17 points in the first 2 games of the season. Kind of would like for that to go down a little bit today so we can solidify this 3-0 start, which would be mental. And the Colts 2-0, but with 2 pretty slim wins thus far. A 7-point win over the Jets and a 3-point win over the Houston Texans. Both of their wins coming out home. But this time, they have to travel overseas to Dublin, Ireland for their first away game of the season. We all know they're going to be jet lagged. Oh, how beautiful is it to see a guy like Fish Missing on the top headline around the NFL. But head coach Mark Herzlich for sure knows it's now time to get down to business. The Shamrock faithful have voted, and yes, Devin Hester, last episode's tryout player, did make the team, and his contract has been extended to a 3-year deal. Whether or not he retires before that 3-year deal is over remains to be seen. Although I don't know how productive he is going to be a wide receiver, probably won't even play much wide receiver at 36 years old. But we all do know he is going to serve a vital role in special teams the rest of this season. And the fans also voted Justin Blackman as last episode's offensive player of the game, and with that he did get a boost to his overall up to a 78. So this man just continues to get better. He is 29 years old, so he is starting to get on up there in age. But age is just a number as he continues to perform. Don't quote me on this because I very well might be wrong, but for what I believe is the first time in team history, D Virgin has been voted by the fans as your defensive player of the episode from last episode. And with that, just like Justin Blackman did get a +1 to his overall up to a 71. So your defensive team captain continues to perform. Had a big interception last episode. Was a big reason why we got off to a hot start. As the final bit of business before we do jump into today's big game is going to be a little bit different than normal. Normally try out a player, but we had a huge decision left up to the fans last episode, and it was a little bit closer than what we expected. But we are going to be going after what would be the biggest trade in team history. Kind of worried about this as the owner because there was a fair number of Shamrock fans that didn't want to see this happen. But if it does happen and for some reason it doesn't end up working out, trades can always be made, cuts can always be made, so it's not the end of the world. It doesn't have to be a permanent move, but I think it's a smart move nonetheless because we need all the heart we can possibly get here in Dublin because we all know we don't have the most talent in the world, to say the least. But with the majority of the fans wanting to see this deal potentially happen, yes, we are going to attempt to trade to bring in rookie Jalen Hurts to the Dublin Shamrocks, not a quarterback, but as a potential starting running back for us. And also, a trade by itself is very important to note for the series because if you guys remember the initial rules in the series, if we did make a trade throughout the season, the amount of points we did have to allocate towards free agency did have to be cut in half. But since we only have 2 wins thus far, 6 points, we cut them in half, so we'll have 3 points at this point, so it's not that big of a deal. So only losing 3 points toward free agency isn't the end of the world. But I mean, I don't even know if this deal is going to go through because I mean, he's a 74 overall quarterback. The Colts did select him in the 4th round. He is their sole backup quarterback. He is a rookie. So maybe they're zoned in on having him groomed as their potential starting quarterback to take over for Andrew Luck eventually. We're going to try our best to pry him from the hands of the Indianapolis Colts organization and bring him to Dublin to reunite with his former teammate Tua Tagovailoa. But I legit have no idea what it's going to take to bring him into Dublin. But we're going to try our greatest. For starters, maybe we just try sending Johnny Manziel and potentially one of these running backs. I mean, we have too many freaking running backs. Eddie Lacy, I mean, he's aging. He's 29, hasn't played that much of a vital role for us. I'm just curious to see how close this would be. Oh man, oh man. To be fair, one of the complaints I have had when it comes to the Jalen Hurts potential move is a lot of people don't want to see a ton of Alabama alumni on the team. So if we traded one away to bring in another, and another one that's going to be younger and develop even better than Eddie Lacy, I wouldn't be completely against it. But maybe we need to trade Jermaine Dockett as well. Jalen Hurts would potentially just be replacing him. Just want to see how close this is to going through. That actually went down. So they're more interested in a 29-year-old lower overall Eddie Lacy than Jermaine Dockett. So at this point in time, not looking too good. Eddie Lacy, Jermaine Dockett in a 4th round draft pick. And we're only about not even 3/4 of the way for this deal going through, but we're going to continue to try to land this deal. This would easily be the biggest trade in team history. For some reason, the Colts don't want Jermaine Dockett. I'm thinking like the only way we can actually make this deal go through without having to trade a vital part of our team is to find a team that does want Jermaine Dockett and maybe bring in another draft pick and then trade away that draft pick for Jalen Hurts. I don't know. It already hurts at this point. Being the leader of the front office of the Dublin Shamrocks, man, sometimes just breaks your brain. So we have had a big piece of the puzzle for this potential trade be accepted, but at the cost of a Dublin Shamrock legend. Johnny Manziel, the 3rd string quarterback of your Shamrocks, is now gone. As with Manziel, we did have to send out our rookie running back Jermaine Dockett, who is potentially going to get replaced, and a 4th round draft pick to bring in a 3rd round draft pick to hopefully send to the Colts to bring in Jalen Hurts. But I am not going to lie, sort of confused, because I feel like we probably could have got this deal without even trading the 4th round draft pick, but every other team I was trying to trade Jermaine Dockett to only valued him at 1 star. And then randomly, you had the Redskins then value him at 3 stars, but I'm not complaining. We get the 3rd round draft pick, and now maybe the Jalen Hurts move can actually happen. So is that going to be enough to bring in Jalen Hurts to your Dublin Shamrocks? So Jalen Hurts, the 3rd round draft pick that we did just acquire, throw that into this deal. Are the Colts going to accept it? Oh, God, no, they don't. It might be harder than what I thought. But Eddie Lacy can be thrown into the deal as well, because like I said, I wouldn't mind shipping him on to the Colts. Submit this through. It got a little bit closer. How about the 5th round draft pick that we acquired early on in the season? We have 2 5ths that we did acquire this season. We have a lot of late draft picks as well. Don't want to use every draft pick, but we did basically get this 5th round draft pick for free. So if we submit this through, it's still declined. So we're having to do some wheeling and dealing here in Dublin to make this deal happen. And it did come at the cost of some, I don't know if you consider them Dublin Shamrock legends. We did get a 4th round draft pick from the Packers for Tyrone Swoops, the 5th round draft pick that I just mentioned, and at this point our 6th wide receiver in Trey Griffey. Tyrone Swoops was our number 3 tight end. We didn't really necessarily need him, and that also allows Wes Saxon to get some more game time, who has not seen any game time as a Shamrock. He's been on the team ever since the beginning, but I think that might be the final piece of the puzzle that we do need to bring in Jalen Hurts. So I don't know what's happening in the landscape of the NFL, but for some reason now the Indianapolis Colts are interested in Eddie Lacy. I have a feeling that this has a good chance to actually be accepted by the Indianapolis Colts organization. We might be asking, what's so important about this deal? We currently only have 2 active quarterbacks on the roster, and as we saw late in last season, our starting quarterbacks can be injured out of nowhere. Now you see, he's a 74 overall quarterback. Not only is he going to be a big player for us at running back, he could play quarterback if needed, and be an effective one nonetheless, better than what we normally had here in Dublin, especially in season number 1. But first we have to make the trade be accepted. A 3rd, a 4th, Eddie Lacy. It has been accepted. Jalen Hurts is the newest member of the Dublin Shamrocks, and now the most important factor of this trade, as Jalen Hurts is going to be converted to running back. What is his overall going to be? The rookie out of Oklahoma after transferring to Oklahoma from Alabama for his senior season. He has decent speed, decent trucking, decent running back stats to be fair. But as we convert him to running back, as long as he's a 65 or higher, he is going to be our new starter. So he has now been converted to running back, and he comes in at a 66 overall. Jalen Hurts, your new starting running back here in Dublin. Tua and Jalen in the same backfield is beautiful. Beautiful, and it's poetry at its finest. So a new face is finally added here in Dublin, and keep in mind once again guys, this can always be changed. For some reason the fans hate him, or simply if he just doesn't perform as a rookie, he'll have a lot of value up to the trade deadline. But for now, he is going to be a starter in the same backfield alongside his former compadre Tua Tagovailoa, as this is going to be interesting to say the least. But with that, family, we are heading into a potential 3-0 start. Cloverfield, the Indianapolis Colts standing our way. To be fair, it's the lowest rated team that we have played all season, and this might be the lowest gap in overall that we've had in this whole entire franchise history. Only a 10 overall difference. Last episode was a 20 overall difference, and we absolutely spanked the Chicago Bears. But as we always say, we can't put too much emphasis on the overall. Might be a 10 overall difference. The Colts might have some heart themselves, but we know no team can compare to us when it comes to heart. No owner came today, as your owner has been struck with syphilis of the forehead. But oh boys, here we go for the last game in a 3-game home stretch. Dublin, Ireland, your rejects Cloverfield claim host to the 2-0 Indianapolis Colts. But at the end of today's game, it's going to be 2-1. Your Dublin Shamrocks, no question about it, are going to improve for the first time in team history to 3-0. We're on a win streak like never seen before. In Jalen Hurts' first game as starting running back alongside his former compadre, it's beautiful. Poetry continues to be written for this Dublin Shamrock franchise. All the stars are aligning for a perfect season, for our biggest turnaround in NFL history, from 7-9 to Super Bowl champions. Interesting Colts team. Andrew Luck, Kenyon Drake, and Throckmorton. Look, freaking Throckmorton as Kenyon Drake with a big run to start today's game, almost at midfield, 19 yards. Looks like it's going to be a play-action pass here from Andrew Luck. Has a wide-open receiver. It's T.Y. Hilton, who has obviously stayed loyal to the Colts organization throughout the years, makes the big catch to midfield. Unfortunately, seems as if your Dublin Shamrocks defense was distracted by Throckmorton on the offense, but now it's time to finally get together and make tackles like that. So it was a shaky start defensively, but it can be A-okay if we can make this 3rd down and 11 stop. Keep them from scoring points in this opening drive. Got this dig route covered. Oh, you're a little bit too late. Big hit. Not the ideal start for your Shamrocks, but we all know we can make stops here in the red zone. As there we go. Randy Gregory coming up with a big stop. 2nd down and 13 here. Obviously would take up giving the field goal instead of the touchdown. It's going to be a nice stop. Think that was Chance Trammell to deflect the football to set up for a 3rd and 13. As look at these boys in green. What a defensive line. What a linebacker core. Just a beautiful team, a beautiful organization. Looking to start this season 3-0. As for the first time in this ball game, we are going to try to pressure the veteran quarterback Andrew Luck. Can we get to him? No, we can't. Masua Cravens this time could have maybe had a little bit better reaction on the football and got a pick, but hey, he stopped him from picking up the 1st down. He deflected the football to the ground. The green ground. Same color as your Dublin Shamrock uniform. Same color as your men in green. As what scenes here in Dublin. Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts in the same gosh dang backfield. How is this combination gonna affect the running game here in Dublin? Let's find out. First handoff to Jalen, up the middle. Jalen Hurts starts off his Dublin Shamrock career in style. Pretty much the same game plan to start the football game from every game thus far in this season. Run the football until the opponent can stop us. Dalton Croissant checks in. Looks like we're over freaking nowhere. Unfortunately, that sets up for a 3rd down and 11. First time Tua's got to be tested in this game. What's going to be his first pass attempt? See if it can be effective. I think Josh Gordon's going to be open. He's going to hang on to the catch. Of course he is. The man with the hands made out of glue. Hot glue at that. Got pressured. See if somebody can make a move down the field. No, Tua's going to take off and scramble. Has that sneaky speed. Picks up 9 yards for the 1st down. In comes Trent Richardson for the first time in this ball game. 2nd down and 8. Going to keep the ball on the ground again. Trent Richardson, a nice little hole. And he decided to bounce on Michael Woolward's back. Picks up 3 to make it a 3rd and 5. Gonna let Tua go empty here. 3rd down and 5. Can we be great and pick this up? We're gonna scramble. We can make this throw. It's gonna be a hard one. But what a throw from Tua! I am that honest to God. Might be the throw, the best throw, the biggest throw in franchise history. Yeah, it was just a freaking 3rd and 5 within the 2nd quarter, only down by 3. But sprinting to his right, the opposite of his throwing arm, and just slings the rock in stride across his body to Josh Gordon, that was perfection. How he can make throws like that, and yet sometimes he can't make a throw with no pressure and have his feet perfectly planted. I don't know, not gonna complain. Or Jalen Hurts, that is. That was almost his first rushing touchdown. We're on the goal line, so you guys know what time this is. I know it's not on the 1, it's on the 2, but I believe in the big man. Laquan McCowan need 2 yards. Laquan McCowan, he's gonna rumble. He's gonna tumble his way into the end zone as Laquan McCowan is a man on a mission and he can't be stopped. Oh, the dab. It's beautiful. I mean, 99% of the time, I would not accept a dab as a celebration. 99% of the time, I would cringe at the dab celebration. But sometimes there's only certain human beings and certain perfect souls that are allowed to do the dab. And Laquan McCowan is one of them. As your Dublin Shamrocks take a 7-3 lead, as this team, man, is beginning to gel like none other. Could be a mistake from us. The Colts are going 5 wide, empty set. We're going to bring pressure, try to get to Andrew Luck. Now the quick pass. Andrew Luck's too smart for that. T.Y. Hilton making men miss. Thank God Chance Trammell was there to make the tackle. But a lot of the time, like last week, against a guy like Mitch Trubisky, a younger quarterback, we can blitz, no problem. But a guy like Andrew Luck, a talented, smart quarterback, can read those blitzes, get the ball off quick. So we have to adjust our game plan moving forward. First down and 10, and Kenyon Drake in motion. It's going to be some sort of pass. It's going to be a quick one, and let's go! Smithson taking it the other way. If he can beat Andrew Luck, he is going to get into the end zone. Fish Smithson does it. The legend. A 54-yard touchdown reception. Andrew Luck, like we just mentioned, trying to get the ball out quick, but this time he had an absolute legend right there to make the interception, to create the turnover in a perfect stride. Brings it back for a pick 6 as we're on our way already to a dub win. The legend, one of the fan favorites, Mr. Fish, gets the pick 6, the first of his career, as this, like I said, boys, is just poetry. Play action pass here. It's going to be a screen. Not good. Definitely not good. T.Y. Hilton, first down to midfield. Oh, God, Jack Doyle. He might be gone. He's too slow. Thank God Chance Trammell has some sneaky speed to him at middle linebacker. But Jack Doyle in 2 plays. The Colts now at the 11, trying to answer after the pick 6. That's what veteran talented quarterbacks do, like Andrew Luck. They throw pick 6s and come out the next drive and score in 3 freaking plays. They forget about the picks and come up big. Shows poise. Got this dig covered in the back of the end zone. Jack Doyle's going to make the catch. Colts coming out in the pistol set. See if we can somehow make a miraculous stop here on a 1st and goal. And not this freaking time. 2nd down and 16 now. Oh my, a wide open man in stride. Justin Blackman. Can he break this tackle? No, he cannot. But that's a big first down to the big boy. A big catch. Just like that, we flipped the field down to the 30-yard line. 30 yards away. That's what we do here in Dublin. When the opponent strikes, we strike even quicker. 1st and 10. We don't need to be too quick. We just need to make sure we need to get into that end zone. At least get points here. Hand off to Dalton. What actually just happened? Tua just pulled a Nathan Peterman. As you guys saw, the game plan there was a handoff. And for some reason, Tua did not execute the handoff and fumbles. Darius Leonard, who was just mentioned a second ago, forces the fumble. As actually, boys, the hope lies within the replay booth. Because I'm pretty sure he very well might have been down. Oh, we can't actually review it. Not actually sure what happened here. Tua, I guess, just completely forgot what planet he was on here as he takes the ball away from Dalton. At this moment in time, he thought he was on a yacht in the middle of the Key West somewhere, as somehow, someway, he entered a different metaphysical plane as his hand became a football. And at this moment, he knew there was a problem, so he took off. And I'm just curious here, it won't let me replay it, but, dog, was he not down? Was Tua not down? Keep in mind here, guys, we do have some big injuries in this game. Most notably the Daddy Nicholas, our starting outside linebacker, out for like 4 weeks with a pulled freaking groin. Tight end makes the catch. They're going to call a timeout. So if we somehow make a stop here on 3rd and 1, we might just try to call another timeout and score within 30 seconds. Because we know we can score fast here in Dublin. See if we can stop them here. I feel like they go for a quick pass. They're going to run the football. And that's going to be who other than Tua Cravens in run support. to make the stop in the backfield. We're going to force a punt and see if somehow, some way, we can get points before the half. Only like 15 seconds to go. We have a slant open. Corey Coleman is getting out of bounds. Not going to lie, I'm sort of worried because Justin Blackman's not in the ball game for 2 consecutive plays, but we're going to try the same look again. Let's see if one of these wide receivers can just run straight past them. Looks like we're going to have Josh Gordon on a one-on-one matchup with the safety. He needs to go up big here. Josh Gordon, of course he does! Of course he does! This man is a legend! Now, what do we do here? 4 yards away, 2 seconds remaining. Josh Gordon, man, finally finding his footsteps here in Dublin. It's been a long career for him. A lot of setbacks. But as long as he lays off the prohibited substances as put forth by the NFL organization, he should be okay to stay here in Dublin. As finally, as it's his time to shine, as Josh Gordon is going to pick us up a free 3 points before halftime. That's why I said we like to be aggressive, because we can strike down the field in a heartbeat. As the Roberto Aguayo field goal is converted, as we regain a 7-point lead. As once again, man, your Shamrocks are denying all the odds, as we look like we're on our way to a 3-0 start to this season. As we get the ball here to begin the second half, as we're going to do what we need to do every chance we have and start already doing the clock. Because bad things can happen at any point. But as long as the clock starts ticking closer to the 0 marker at the end of the fourth quarter, I'm A-okay with it. Well, after a 1-yard loss, it's a 3rd down and 6. I'm going to send Josh Gordon deep here because they're pressing him once again. He didn't beat it off, but we have a man open. And unfortunately, that's Tua's first incompletion of the game. It's an overthrow. Could have been a 1st down conversion, but once again, sometimes Tua's a little bit too inaccurate to complete passes. But that's going to set up for a 4th down, and unfortunately, going to have to punt the football. Oh, Andrew Luck. He's getting blitzed. He breaks. That's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. On the 3rd down and 4, Andrew Luck breaks the sack, which would have been a stop for a loss and would have been a 4th down. But he breaks the sack of Frank Zombo, as unfortunately Andrew Luck picks up the 1st down. Unfortunate scenes, the veteran not getting a lot of playing time this season, and maybe that's why. Maybe he's getting too old. 3rd and 4, we allowed them to pick up the 3rd down last time. Let's get the stop here and force them, or let's just go offsides. Let's do that. That was the 3rd option. Kenyon Drake, as that's a big one. They completely opened up the middle of the offensive line like Moses parting the Red Sea. The Colts 6 yards away from once again making this a 0-0 ball game, tying things up. Time for our Shamrock defense to do what they do best, making big stops in the red zone. Looking for the slants. We're going to be there. Oh, we get the big hit, but the Colts hang on for the touchdown reception. As, not sure who this bloke is. That's going to be a touchdown nonetheless. 3rd down and 1. Going to hand the ball off here to our new acquisition, Jalen Hurts. We need 1 yard. Can he get it? They parted the hole like the Red Sea, and Jalen Hurts is off. He's rumbling down to the 50-yard line. Unfortunately, there is a flag. I think it's going to be a late holding call. Is it going to be enough for the 1st down? Actually, it's god dang blocking the back. And it's going to be a 3rd and 2 now. God dang it, Rico Gathers, man. All he's done since coming into Dublin is just drop passes, drop touchdowns, fumble the football, and cause penalties. Going to try it again, man. Right up the middle with Jalen Hurts. 3rd down and 2. We need it. Jalen Hurts to the outside. I think he got it. There was no hole. He bounced it outside. Jalen Hurts. Beautiful. There was nothing there. But he made something out of nothing. Uh-oh. Mike Taylor got hurt. That's our 1st-round draft pick, right tackle. With the way he's played throughout this season, that might actually be a good thing for us. 3rd down and 4 here. This is a big play. Need to pick up this 1st down. Can Tua throw a strike here? Josh Gordon. Oh, man. Not good. Not good. Bad pass, bad read there. Do we do it? He has not executed a fake punt throughout probably 10 attempts throughout the preseason and in the regular season. Booty, we're going to give you one more shot. We need it. We need it big time. Come on, brother. That's got to be a catch. Let's go! Booty comes up clutch. And that's none other than Vinny Sinceri. Hasn't got much playing time in this season, but comes up big on special teams. Booty with a dime. The fake punt executed to perfection as it is executed when it matters the most. Knee cartilage tear. How freaking random. Not sure what that means. Not sure how long he's going to be out for. And I'm not sure how our right guard is going to be able to substitute Mike Taylor when he's already starting at right guard. Maybe he can clone himself, as actually Greg Robinson's the one that checks in at right tackle. This time, Denard Robinson's going to get the handoff. He's going to be with wide open space, and he's going to run over a defender. Oh, going to scramble here with Tua. Oh, this is not good. The throw. Oh, my. That kind of puts us out of field goal range. Tua's delivery was a little bit too slow, trying to throw it away at the last minute. Prince Amukamara comes out of the secondary to make the sack, as this is now a 3rd down and 18. Kind of on the outskirts of field goal range. Now, Roberto Aguayo can make it from this range, but it's for sure not a certainty, as we need to at least get 8 yards or so to make this a for sure field goal. Let's see, though. Dalton. Oh, my God. Tua. How can he make the throw from earlier, but with no pressure and flat-footed to a wide-open receiver overthrown by 4 or 5 yards? This will be a 55-yard field goal from Roberto Aguayo, a 9-mile-per-hour wind. It's got to be perfect, Roberto. Come on, Robert. Be great. Pretty perfect. Is it good? And it has the leg. Roberto Aguayo had an awful offseason, had an awful preseason, but like I said, if you can execute when it matters, who freaking cares? As the owner, I really don't think I could take this game spiritually going into overtime. My mental health, I don't think, can take it and execute to perfection at this point in time. But 2 minutes to go. It's a drag. Gonna be a big hit, no fumble. But D-version making his presence felt as the Colts now are going hurry up. 2nd down and 5. Time for our defense. Man, come on. You're so clutch. You've been so clutch this season. Need another clutch interception. Or no, a wide open receiver. Looks like it's actually Chris Hogan, who's a new member of the Colts, with the 1st down as they continue to go hurry up. It's time for the Shamrock defense to try to make their presence felt, to force a sack on Andrew Luck. And he's going to scramble. We're going to get there. Not going to make the sack, but force a minimum gain. Dog, how was it all 4-yard gain? I have no idea how we actually picked up 4 yards there. But, I mean, they're kind of in field goal range now. I'm sort of nervous. Wide open T.Y. Hilton. Colts now in the red zone. Only 50 seconds to go. Oh my God, an interception would be probably one of the biggest plays in team history right here. Come on, men. Wide open. There's a flag. I think it's going to be illegal touching. I think your Shamrocks catch a huge break right there, as it is going to be illegal touching, as T.Y. Hilton went out of the back of the end zone and came back, as they don't lose any yards, but it's going to be 3rd down and 11 either way, so just for the memes, I'm going to decline it. Huge stop is needed right here. I would 100% obviously take the field goal opposed to a touchdown. Back at the end zone again. Thank God. Literally the same play ran twice in a row. In that time, he was out of bounds. He made the catch, but out of bounds. So it's a 4th down and 7. We actually got extremely lucky on 2 consecutive plays, as if we don't block this field goal, it is going to be 30 seconds remaining with a tied game at our hands. As they do make it, can your Shamrocks strike in 29 seconds? This is where I do get a little nervous. Having a young rookie quarterback who is prone to making mistakes early on in his career. Just no interceptions here. Make sure they're wide open. 1st and 10 here. Okay, he's wide open. That's Corey Coleman. He's going to make the catch to midfield. Use our timeout. Already at the 46-yard line. Going to be looking to the left side of the field, see if we can time that comeback route. If that's not going to be open, if one of those guys drop back in coverage, maybe look for Justin Blackman one-on-one on the right side. So I think we're going to have a shot here. What was that? Okay, I'm not going to complain. All right, Tua. I mean, you're being a little wild there, but I am not going to complain. What actually was that route? As you guys saw, and as I saw, that was supposed to be a comeback route, but for some reason, Tua and Josh Gordon spoke previously prior to the play. I was like, listen, bro, I don't care what we called. I'm running down the field. I was 100% expecting a comeback route, but Tua just threw it and threw a dime down the field. What a strange play. What a strange freaking play. As here, I'm scared. I think I'm just legit going to go ahead and kick the field goal. Think we're going to kick it because I don't want to run a play as we have no more timeouts and something mess up. So we're just going to call the field goal. Roberto Aguayo, come on, brother. Oh, God, they are going to ice us. Oh, shoot. Nervousness. Nervousness in my bones. Roberto Aguayo, brother, we need you to be clutch. This is a bad angle. I think we should be able to make this, though. Roberto, come on, man. Be clutch one more time for us here in Dublin. This field, unbelievable. Roberto, I'm mad. I'm mad at you. As boys, it looks like we're going to have ourselves an overtime thriller here in Dublin. As man, what could have been? What could have freaking been? 20-20 at the end of regulation. The Shamrocks have won the toss. Of course, we're going to receive that football. With overtime rules here in the NFL, a touchdown wins it. Let's end it right here. No field goals. And apparently it's not simply OT anymore. It's OOT. I don't know exactly what that means, but I guess we can't get hung up in the minute details. Let's just get a touchdown. 2nd down and 6 here. No mistakes, my friends. No mistakes. I see. Okay, Tua, just run. Tua, run, brother! Wide open man, get the ball out of your hands, Tua! That is not good. A sack. Now a 3rd down and 8 here. Oh, boys. Need a big play. Need a huge play here from our team. It's a fumble. Get up! Dog, get up! This is not good. This is not ideal at all, boys. 4th and 19. Now a field goal wins it for the Colts. Oh, man, everything crumbling at the last minute. Booty, we need a big punt here. We need to knock them back like at the 20. Oh, that's not good. A fumble, maybe? Not. Oh, man, I can't believe we've let this one slip out of our hands. 2nd and 7. Gotta try to get to Andrew Luck here. I want to get the ball back. They're gonna run. I'm calling a blitz. Somehow, Kenyon Drake got in between the blitz. Man, the Colts like 15 to 20 yards away. Dude, it's time for our defense to lock down. Play action pass here. I'm right there! Pick it up! You moron! Ah! I want to throw up. There was our chance, and no pun intended. Because it's Chance Trammell that dropped the wide open deflection right in his goddamn hands. Oh, they're going to dump it off here. Can somebody close in on the ball? Man, 3rd down and short now. 3rd down and 1 here. Bringing the house here. I feel like they're going to run the ball with Kenyon. That's a false start. Big nervousness. 3rd down. Come on. Why is this man so wide? I mean, you could run straight out of bounds, Marquise Lee, but that's not good. Only a minute left to go in OOT, whatever that is. Man, I think our only hope here is just to blitz and maybe sack Andrew Luck and knock him out of field goal range. Come on, defense. A quick pass. Not good. 3rd and 1. We need some stop in the backfield here. Come on. A sack. Or... Ooh, big stop! Hayes Pulliard, I love you. Comes down to this, my friends. A relatively long field goal. We're going to try to ice the kicker. If we lose this game after a missed field goal to win... After a drop pick in overtime, I am gonna be an upset boy. Here it is. Lutz is iced. Is the young kicker gonna fall to the pressure to force the first loss of the year for the Shamrocks? I'm going to sleep. God freaking dang it. Unbelievable. Ungoddamn believable.